Let's get you guys turned around. Okay. Welcome back. Woo, the fumes. I just made my lye water. So, you know what we're doing. Got my lye water ready. There's my recipe. She is fuming. So, I've got my oils all ready to go. So, I'm going to paint you guys down. You know the drill now. You've been with me enough to know the drill. I'm going to try to scooch up this way. So you guys can see, I've got buckets everywhere. I've got molds everywhere. Plug in my blender. Start getting everything ready. So I'm going to go ahead and pour my very hot lye water. She is scalding hot. It already has my silk in there. If you see some stuff floating around, see how it's already melting? That is, yeah, she is scalding hot. My silk. So I'm going to rinse this out with just some plain cold water. So she is no longer a hazard to me. I'll run some water in that. And then get my couple paper towels ready. So while this is melting, we're going to pause, you guys. And then I'll bring you back once this is melted. Right? Okay, guys, let me scooch it over this way a little bit. There we go. So it's mostly down to big chunks right now. And scooch you over. I think I finally figured out how to do this. Maybe I spoke too soon. Oh, wait, there's my little arrow. You gotta match up your little arrows, Shannon. That was my problem yesterday. So I had my kaolin clay going in the olive oil in this cord where it's been like tied up. Has all of its little kinks in it. So, you know, I'm struggling, people. I'm struggling. So we're just going to break up some of these big chunks. Then we're going to add the olive oil. Burp. Okay. I'm really liking this hand mixer. One, because I can do this and I don't have that big hand mixer in my way. This is olive oil and kaolin clay. Get all the clay out of the bottom. So I didn't tell you guys what fragrance we're doing today. We're going to be doing pink sugar. This is part of my Valentine's Day pre-spring batches I will have on my Etsy. All that's going to be linked down below. Make sure you get all of that out. Get it all out if you can. And if there's a little bit left down there, we're going to probably reuse that bucket. So no biggie. And find my little arrow. Where's it at? There we go. This is my batch and a half because I'm going to do a loaf and I'm going to do piping on some cupcakes. So this is a big batch. So everything's in here, my kaolin clay, my tussa silk. I got to add my cream. Standing here staring at that. There we go. Add that in. I'm going to be using some soap shreds in this one. I had these really pretty pink soap shreds from some old soap that I wanted to utilize. And we're actually going to use those today. Okay. So, let me grab another pitcher here. We're getting to a trace. So I'm going to pour off what I'm going to use for my piping. Let me just give this another good little hand stir here. That should be more than plenty for piping. Should be more than plenty. I'm going to set that off to the side. I have so much stuff sitting over here to the side, guys. I mean, it's not even funny. I have a little bit of titanium dioxide in here. I can never get this little lid off. There we go. Because I'm going to use that. Put my lid there so I don't lose it. And today's fragrance, we're using Pink Sugar. And this is from Be Scented. I've used this in another brand and it didn't turn my soap, so I'm putting it in the whole batch. Just like that. Every little drop out of there, every drop. That smells so good. And I'm just going to stir that by hand for right now. I hope this behaves. I hope it behaves. I hope it behaves. Clean the spatula off a little bit. Get my mold here. Okay, so I'm using my good old faithful purple molds. You can find these on Amazon. You can find them on Wish. You can find them anywhere. And I'm going to go ahead and add all this white because I just have a little bit in there, and I need to mix up some more. And give this little buzz. Oh, that smells so good. So I'm debating, I know I'm going to use those shreds. If I want to do any kind of, like, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm going to do some kind of accent on the top. So we'll go ahead and pour off some of that. And here are those soap shreds. So I just want to put a good amount of that in there. And I do have a spoon here. It's got some kaolin clay on it, but that is fine. Just kind of mix those around in there so they are coated. And then a little more of this. I think. And then a little more of this. Get them to the ends. Making sure they're in the soap, no bubbles. We'll make sure there's like plenty in the ends there. Can you guys see? Yeah, you can see kind of. I may have enough to do some little cupcakes left over. I'm going to try to use all this and just get it used up because it has been sitting in my soap room. Well, hey, Lulu. She thinks I have food, but I don't. I don't have food. So I'm going to go over one more time with this. Just kind of mush it all in. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna have some for cupcakes on that. And I did not bring, yes I did, I was gonna say, did I not bring my micas in here? I did. I want to use, I have this one, it's called Guava Lava. It's kind of a pinky, I don't know, it's by Mad Micas. I'm going to put a little bit of that. Hey, we're going to put a lot of that in there. We'll put a lot. Trying to use it up. And let's blend this real fast. Oh, that's pretty. I'm not going to use all this because we'll do some little cupcakes as long as this doesn't get too thick on me too fast. Scrape down the sides here. So we're going to put this over the top. Save a little bit of that. Just kind of bounce it, smooth it out. I don't know, my mind keeps changing as I play with this, like what I want to do with it, because I have a lot of soap batter left. Hey, Lulus. Might just swirl the top. I think is what I'll do. We'll just swirl the top, real pretty, your texture, the top. A little bit down the end there. And then take a little bit more of this pink. Just kind of drizzle it over some of the white. Make it nice and chunky. Okay. Chopstick. There's an air bubble. Get that out of there. Pretty. I think we're going to leave it just like that. And a little bit of glitter. Gotta have glitter. Well, you don't gotta have, but a little bit of glitter. And I have these purple sugars. I thought about putting that on there. This pink doesn't really go. I pulled that thinking I might use that, but that doesn't really go either. Hold on one second. Lulu! What are you doing, Lulu? These are just plain sugar crystals. These white ones. So that is that one, guys. Done. I'm going to set it off in the laundry room. And I have the cupcake mold here, but I just washed it, so she's a little wet. So we're just going to dab it dry. And take these last little bits here that's getting thick. She is thick. Make sure it's in there. Should be enough for one more. And I'm going to add this white to this pink, and we'll just use everything that's in there, and we're done with this batch. And then we can start on the other batch. I'll have to mix up some titanium dioxide. So I'm going to make that a whole separate video where we're going to pipe and decorate the cupcakes. So stay tuned for that. We're just emptying that pot out. And I'm going to give it a little bit of a swirl in there. Actually, I kind of want some pink on these. So let's do this. And then I have little samples to give away. When I do this, that's what these are for. If they're full size, I can sell them as cupcakes. Lulu, what are you doing? And what are you messing with? That's what I want to know. What are you doing? And what are you messing with? My tree. Get down out of my tree. We'll have to get her. Okay. We'll smack this down. Actually, I have a little bit of soap here. Can you get off there? I know, you're in my tree. Oh, I know. You're in my tree. You need to get out. And this can go in the laundry room. All right, guys. That is it for this batch. I've got to mix up some more titanium dioxide for this batter here, and we're going to ice some cupcakes. So be sure you give this video a thumbs up. I know I'm all over the place, guys. It's crazy when I make soap, but be sure you give this video a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and be sure you hit the notifications bell. Watch my Etsy shop for these. It'll be about 4 weeks, and you'll see some of these beautiful soaps go up. If you didn't see Love Spell, I'll leave it linked down below. It turned out so pretty. And I got cupcakes coming up next.